There's a number of books that have formed some of the research for an autopsy of a mother, a bear and a fridge, and some of them feature in the work. So I'm going to share some of those with you. Invisible Women, Exposing Data Bias in a World Designed for Men, and that's by Caroline Criado Perez. The Second Body, which is by Daisy Hildyard. Pregnant Then Screwed, which is The Truth About the Motherhood Penalty, by Joelle Brearley. And then this one I'm reading now, and it's blowing my mind. This is Mattress Sense by Lucy Jones. So The Second Body was really instrumental in me arriving at the title for this show, because she talks about the kind of overlap between our individual body and a global body, or a body that impacts on a global scale. And she talks about bodies and objects sort of morphing together, and this overlap between objects and bodies. But she also references butchers quite a lot, and she talks about the separation, this cold, clinical brutality of separating bodies and body parts. So in Invisible Women, she talks about how the world that we live in is essentially designed for and by men. So, for example, all our medical knowledge and data is based on the male body. Cars and car crash testing is based on the male body. And she also talks about the unpaid care burden that falls predominantly on women. In Pregnant Then Screwed, Joelle talks about the motherhood penalty and the multiple forms that takes. So the gender pay gap, lack of paternity, care structures, childcare systems that don't support women either back into the workplace or choosing to stay at home and look after their children. And both these books talk about the burden of unpaid care work. In this book, which I'm reading at the moment, Lucy talks about how much our bodies change through motherhood. So biologically, chemically, structurally, like my brain is now a different shape to what it used to be. And there are cells of my children in my body. So I'm literally a different person. And reading this has been quite validating to me, validating of my experience of motherhood, some of the loss, the loss of sense of self that I experienced, that I think many women also experience.